What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Sir Love from Phase 6. Here's another snippet from Chasing Greatness. Treelife. With current Instagram algorithms, what's the best way to gain genuine followers? I think that's a great conversation. I'm not a social media expert, but I want to have that conversation with Treelife. Let me talk to Tree.
Hello?
Hello, may I speak to Tree?
Hello?
Yes, may I speak to Tree?
Speaking.
What's going on, Tree? This is Sir Love from Phase 6. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, brother? I'm good. How you doing?
Man, I am super solid, my guy. I am sitting here reaching out. You saw I sent the blast out. I appreciate you for sending a question in. I had a lot of questions come in, and you are the last question of today's show, my guy.
Oh, that's dope.
So I said, let me see what Treelife. So you in LA right now, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay, bet. So your question, and hold up, I got this thing blocking it. You were basically asking what is the man, I got it blocked. Hold up. Let me find your question again. Unless you remember it. Hold up. Here we go. Treelife. Yep. With current Instagram algorithms, what's the best way to gain genuine followers? Tree, tell me what got you thinking like this in the first place.
Actually, earlier I was watching a video popped up on my feed when I was on YouTube because I was selling some stuff on IG, and it was talking about how to gain 2,000 followers in 60 days. And so I was like, all right, that's interesting. So I was listening to some of the stuff that the guy was saying in the video in order to garner followers. And it was a lot of work and a lot of time. And I'm just like, man, like with the algorithms and stuff, how things work now. And if you start going to people's pages and starting to comment on people's page and it's not really genuine, I don't really see how that gets you genuine followers. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't understand how that would transfer over.
So I'll tell you this. You look at my social right now, you barely see any followers, right? I'm not a big social guy. I'm very familiar with the game. For example, my wife is a social media manager for Tyler Perry Studios, right?
Okay.
And so she runs the accounts, right? When you go and look at Tyler Perry and Medea and all that type of stuff, all that's her, right? And then I have other friends that do social media for Twitter and Facebook and all these other platforms. And so very familiar with the tactics. I'm very aware of what's required. Me personally, it's not something that I wanted to attack. There's a lot of value there, but it's not something that I personally wanted to attack. But I will tell you this for you, because I do know a lot of it. So I did have to do this with artists and clients that I had to work with. So here's what I give you. If you want to build genuine, your keyword was genuine followers. And this is, what is it that you provide? Because it says graphic designer on a tag. The way you signed up on Superphone says graphic designer. Are you a graphic designer? Are you an artist? What are you? I'm
a graphic designer and an artist. Like I was working, my day job was like graphic design stuff. And then like I got a clothing line. And then I do my music stuff too. So I kind of like combine everything together to provide a different experience for people.
Bet. All right. So here's the thing. If you're a genuine artist, right? If you're trying to genuine artist, creative person, graphic person, t-shirts, fashion, all these are creative, artistic spaces, right? What's going to make people stick is the fact that they like what you do. It's that simple. The reason that, I guess you must have ran across one of my YouTube videos at one point in time. The reason you decided to send me a text message is because you liked what I did. You felt like, oh man, this dude gave me value. I walked away from that value with something and I want to be a part of this. I'm going to subscribe. I'm going to send a text message. I'm going to be like, yo, I like what this guy's doing. I provided value, right? I provided value to you. In exchange, you wanted to be involved in what I'm doing. And even now, I'm providing more value to you, which would hopefully in turn make you want to tell other people like, yo, this is guy, you should follow him too, right? That's what it takes to get genuine love from people. At the basic fundamental level, that's what it takes. It's you being able to add value to people's lives. Now, as you can see on social, what is really trending is comedians, right? Comedians are really popping on social, right? People that do dances and things of that nature. Why? Because entertainment is immediate value to a person, right? My day is fucked up. I'm stressed. I'm going through something. Please make me laugh. Oh, great. There's someone here that can make me laugh. Follow. You added value to my life right now because my boss is getting on my fucking nerves, right? That's what's happening. It's a value exchange. So the question that you have to ask yourself is, how do you add value to your audience? If you haven't figured that out from a content perspective, you need to be tweaking your content. If you're serious about social media, you have to figure out, what is it that people that support me want to see from me? How can I help them in their life? What can I do to make their life better? You're a graphic designer. What type of graphics do I need to create visually that will make people feel happy or warm or fuzzy or thought-provoking? Like, what is your brand? Are you a person that does thought-provoking things, funny things, abstract things? Like, you have to figure that out. Like, where do I want to sit? You may already know that, but where do I want to sit? And then how do I create content that will make people really want to explore more of that? Right? There's a guy that I follow that does nothing but like motion graphic tricks, and he looks like a damn near magician online because he's just doing motion graphic shit and camera tricks all day. And I love watching it. I love watching him do weird, crazy stuff, right? And that's it makes my day better. So what are you doing from a content perspective to add more value to the people that are watching you? That's number one. Number two, now that you are adding this exceptional value, right? Now that you're adding this exceptional value, the question becomes, how many people are exposed to the value that you are adding, right? This is where you get into a question of scalability. So how do you get scale? A couple ways to get scales. You can do contests and ask people to bring other people around. You can run ads, get other people to see you, right? You can physically go out places and make sure that you're very vocal about your tags and handles. You can take the approach of commenting on other people's pages, and everything you just learned is probably 100% valid. But what makes it valid is that when they land on your page, you just said it's not authentic if I just make if I make a random comment on your page, it doesn't mean anything. That's true.
Right.
But if you like 10 pictures, because I've seen that type of shit, like 10 pictures, comment on 3 pictures, and say this, that, and the third about them, and then you do all that just for them to look at you. You do all of that for one impression. If you pay, you can pay for impressions. But if you don't have the money and you don't want to pay, then you have to do the work. In this world, right, money is very simple. We pay for things that we either A, don't know how to do, or B, don't want to do. Right? So if you don't want to like 10 pictures and write on 3 comments for 10,000 people a day, then pay. But if you don't want to pay, then you got to do the work.
That's true.
Right?
Okay.
There's no way around it. Like, you don't got to do that shit. It is a lot of work. It's a lot of fucking work. Like, you got shit to do with your life. I ain't got time to sit here on my phone 5 hours doing this bullshit. That's how you feel? Pay.
Right.
If you don't want to pay, then you got to do it. Right? Is that all right? So boom, that's that. All right. And when you do that, the key is that people that see you, they go, wow, he's adding a lot of value. Like, he's doing things that I like. You like 10 of my pictures, you commented on me. Let me at least see who you are. Now I click and see who you are. I go through your page and I go, wow, I like this guy. Follow. And it is genuine. But before you do all that work, make sure your content is really hitting. Make sure you are adding the type of value that your audience wants to see. And the value that your audience might want to see may not even be the type of value that you want to present, which becomes a whole nother, psychological challenge that you have to undergo, because what you want to promote may not be what everyone wants from you. This is business.
Right.
It ain't sell what you want. It's sell what the people want.
Right.
Which is another challenge that we go through as creatives. Like, I know, you know what I know my audience wants to see? I know my audience wants to see me talk about celebrity shit. I know for sure. They're like, man, I love to hear Sir Love talk about some fucking drama on his perspective.
Okay.
I hate that shit. I worked on Love and Hip Hop. I hated all that catty drama shit. I had to leave that show. It drove me fucking crazy. I hate that type of shit, right? But I do know the value that brings to the market. I'm aware of it. I know, man, if I sit here and do this, that, and the third, I can get 1 million followers, right? I'm aware, right? It's a choice. So as you're making your choice, you're navigating. If you're choosing that you want mad social media followers and this, that, and the third, then you need to figure out how to add value. It may not be aligned with your vision as an artist, but if that's your goal, then pursue it. If your goals are different, then pursue that. But if you ask for
So,
genuine followers, bro, that's genuine.
No doubt. Because I mean, it's been growing, but it grows at its own pace, and I'm not the type of person that can post all the time, because I'm constantly creating stuff. So I can't be on the phone all the time because I'm actually doing that work. So
yeah,
it's just like a constant balance, and it gets tiring because I don't like social media like that. You know what I mean? I'm not the type of person that want to be on that all day. I'd rather interact with somebody in person or talk to them.
Well, here's my question. I have two questions for you. I'm gonna ask the simple one first. The simple question is: are you using social media software to help you automatically post?
No, I'm not.
All right, you should look at that. And my wife is upstairs. I would ask her. It's like four different softwares that she uses, right? And she preloads all of her content. So like earlier today, her and the whole team, was upstairs in our house creating content, right? And they'll create content for like a month out, have it preloaded on when it's going to drop, and then it drops regularly. And they're checking the data on it, and then from time to time they add to it. Like they'll do the framework. They know 30 days out it's going to look like this, but a week out from that point, they might detail it, add more stuff, add more content, do more this, find out what's real, like what's happening, how people are responding, like posts, things of that nature.
Right.
Like they have it strategically lined up because they have work to do. They don't just stare at their phones all day. They got other initiatives, and they got to go on tour. They do all sorts of stuff. Like they got a whole Tyler got a whole COVID lockdown bubble that he's created to shoot his films in. She got to go to that, so it's a lot. And so how they got a lot too. So how do they do it? You should be doing the same thing. You need to be leveraging these apps. These apps cost money. You have to pay $30 a month, whatever. But if this is what you want to do and you're invested in it, then go for it.
Right.
And so, I'm answering the question this way because you said, and mind you, you said genuine. Because I could tell y'all how to go out here and buy some followers too, but you said genuine, and this is genuine.
Right, like
always
that's
comes
not
down to
my
value.
thing. Like, the thing is, I know people that got a lot of followers, and then like when they have a show, not a lot of people show up. You know what I mean? When I have a show, I have like 100, 150 people showing up to my show. So I would rather have people that I know is really there because they really enjoy what I'm doing. I don't just want to buy random people.
I 100% agree. You got the right philosophy because long term, you make more money. Like, there's people that look famous, but they're broke. And there's people that look broke. And there's people that are not famous that are like making money. They look like they're not famous that are making a lot of money. It doesn't take a lot of fans to make a lot of money. And I think people really get that screwed, right? Even you can start selling your prints, right? Your merchandise game is going to be crazy because you do graphics, right? Like there's a lot that you can do. You want real fans. You want fans that love your art. You might be a merchandise based artist. Like, hey, you can come out with a new piece every week and say this is the collection of the week. And you might have fans just chasing your shit like Jordans. You create the culture you want to create. So it's you got to figure it out in reference to how you want to navigate. But I do think genuine fans or followers is what you're looking for. But you need to really figure out how your content is going to add value to someone's life. Like, I don't know you. I should go to your page and go, damn, this is dope, and want to follow you just because I like the graphics you put out there. I don't even know you fucking do music. You might not even have your face in the shit. You might just have the graphic and it's so dope, or the motion graphic, or whatever you've created is so dope, or the message or whatever. It's art. Like, people love art. We've been loving art for years. It's so dope. And there's just music playing in the background. I'm like, damn, what the fuck is that song? I don't even know the song, but this art is dope. Like, what does this mean? Right. And the next thing you know, I'm sharing it. Like, yo, look at this. This is deep. Because it means something to me, because you added so much value to me that I want to tell other people that this is how I feel. Look at this person's perspective. I agree with this perspective. I want to share this perspective because I feel this perspective is special and no one else may have this same perspective. And I want other people to know that I'm this thoughtful, or this funny, or this deep, or this romantic, or this, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, whatever.
That's why people share shit. I want you to know that I agree with this message, so that you can see me in the light of this message. It's all psychology. Like it's like these young dudes I follow that's doing love messages all the time. Oh, if your man don't do this to you, then he must not love you. Why you posting that? Because you out here thirst trapping, bro. You thirst trapping. Why you posting that? Why you reposting that, bro? You know?
Yeah, I hate that.
Someone gonna repost your shit. You know, there's women out here reposting, you know what I'm saying? If your man if he doesn't text you good morning, then he wasn't thinking about you last night. No. Right? But they're trying to deliver a message that, you know, this is what I expect of the man. So if you're a man that's watching me and that's stalking me online and you want to talk, know that when you reach out to me, you need to be texting me good morning in the morning. Right?
Right.
So when I repost your graphic images, I want to feel some type of way. Like, that's what that's about.
Right.
So go out there and get some genuine fans, man.
No doubt, bro. No doubt. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, likewise, man. I appreciate you being my last guest on the show today, man. Make sure you and everyone else that you know that you talk to, you know, make sure you know they go to www.phasevi.com. Check us out and stay tuned because the YouTube channel is getting ready to drop with all these podcasts. You'll be able to hear this episode and re-listen to it back again shortly on the website. So I appreciate your energy, my guy.
I got you, man, and I will do that. I appreciate your energy as well. You take care, bro,
right.
And I'll stay tapping in.
All right, appreciate it. One. Yeah, there it is. I'm feeling good. Feeling good, feeling great. Feeling great, feeling good. How are you? It's your guy, Sir Love. Listen, if you enjoyed the show today, please send a text message to 404-442-4792. Again, 404-442-4792. You don't got to do anything special, but send me a message. Make sure you lock your information in so that when I call you, I know who I'm calling, what we're talking about, right? And send a question. You do not have to wait for me to do a blast to send a question, right? You do not have to wait. I prefer you just send your questions in. That way, when I'm scrolling down, I can find them. I'll probably go to the earliest message. So I'm going to try to touch everybody and get as many messages delivered and questions answered as possible. I really want to say thank you to everyone that supports the channel, that, you know, tapped in today and listened to this episode, that learned something today. I hope you got something out of this episode. I hope it was exciting. I hope it took you to where you want to be. I hope it motivated you. I hope it affected you. This is real talk, real life, real energy with real people. And I appreciate you guys for joining me right here on Chasing Greatness. Listen, guys, I don't know everything, but I know a lot about a little and a little bit about a lot. And I'm always trying to give you all everything that I got right here on Phase 6. Please, 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 please go to www.phasevi.com. Learn more information. Support yourself. Support us. Let's continue to grow together. Let me know about your journey. I'm Sir Love. I'm out. I don't know everything, but I know a lot about a little and a little bit about a lot. And I'm trying to give you guys everything that I got right here on Phase 6. Check us out at www.phasevi.com. Again, that's www.phasevi.com. Beam in.